Welcome, beautiful thinkers. I want to tell you how to avoid thinking about those cringe-worthy memories, these embarrassing moments. Maybe there's a really easy way to get over them. Let's talk about that.
This is a beautiful thought.
Welcome. Time travelers, space benders, transcendent beings temporarily locked on a prison planet. Welcome. Welcome to you. Welcome to a beautiful thought. I wanted to talk to you about cringe-worthy memories. So a lot of people have this problem, myself included, where occasionally something will just pop up in my memory thinking about something that I did that was extremely embarrassing, even from 10, 15 years ago. Whoop, pops into your mind, and then you're left there cringing, feeling that instinct to curl into a ball into the fetal position just so you can try to soothe yourself from this terrible memory that you've had hurting somebody or saying something extremely embarrassing or tripping over yourself. You know, these kinds of things that I mean, these cringy memories that evoke this visceral reaction. And I remember once sitting in a deep meditation and I was thinking about this, kind of floated up into my mind, thinking, okay, what can I do about this? Like there was this particular cringy memory, particularly cringy memory that would come to me like once every few days or something. And so I asked this deep part of myself, what can I do about this? And the response was, oh, that's easy. I was like, really? That's that's easy? And this little, still small voice said to me, yes, it's easy. All you need to do is embrace that part of yourself. And so I realized, upon some reflection, what had been happening. Actually, when I have one of these cringy memories, what I'm trying to do is try to shut it off. I'm trying to deny that that is somehow a part of me. That this is something that should be kept in the shadows, hidden from me, hidden from my consciousness, and therefore it continues to come into my consciousness. Kind of counterintuitive, but a lot of people have heard this expression, what we resist persists. And so trying to shut myself out from this cringe, shut myself out from the perception of myself that I was having in that moment, I actually caused this memory to recur over and over again. And so, all you need to do, all right, it's simple, not necessarily easy, but all one needs to do is embrace that and say, yes, I am that. Even when I'm at my worst, even when I'm at my most embarrassing. You know, I tried for many years to try to reframe these things. It's kind of neuro-linguistic programming perspective, and this actually helps a little bit too. So you think, actually, okay, I have this cringy memory. I did this embarrassing thing. How easy is it for you to remember a cringy memory about somebody else? So something else that somebody else did that they found extremely embarrassing. Well, I think you'll find it's not easy to find that in your memory banks at all. It's actually extremely difficult to think of another moment where somebody else became embarrassed. So it's like, hang on, I'm so self-absorbed, I'm the only one who actually pays attention to when I'm embarrassed. Everybody else probably thought it was funny. Maybe they have a giggle about it every now and then. Or maybe not. maybe they don't even think about it and they have no idea that it was even significant to you in any way. Because you're the only one who had that strong negative reaction, right? For the most part, for most memories. Here's another important perspective. A lot of the time when we look at our own actions, we judge ourselves by our intentions. And when we look at others, we judge them by their actions. So it often means that there's a huge disconnect. But in the case of the cringeworthy memory, it's actually not like that. It's normally the opposite. So we actually judge ourselves by our actions and not our intentions. And if we do go back and practice this inquiry into these cringeworthy memories, we normally find that our intentions were good in some form. So we were probably trying to express ourselves or express something or even help somebody, and we managed to make a mistake, and that led to this embarrassing moment. If we look at our intentions, we find that we're trying to do something good. Or maybe we were even trying to do something selfish, which isn't inherently bad. Probably trying to help ourselves in some way. There's nothing wrong with trying to help ourselves. But maybe we made a mistake in our reasoning, or we made a mistake in our execution. But likely, if we examine our motivations, we'll find that they were in some way good. Another thing that we can do, which I'll get into deeper on another episode, is cradling our emotions. So it's like when we examine our emotions, we don't have to rush right in and go right into them like an overbearing father bursting down the door to ask you what's wrong. We can maintain healthy distance from our emotions, a mindful distance from our emotions, and that way we can give them space to transform while we are while we are examining them, observing them, seeing what's going on with them with a kind of mild curiosity. Hey, what's going on with this emotion? Because if you're not too close and not too far, not trying to push it away, but not trying to get inside of it either, or not trying to command it, then we'll find that we often give our emotions the space to transform, just like we do with people, actually. We give ourselves the same space to transform that we can give to others in a healthy, supportive environment. And that is pretty cool. All right, thank you for listening. So those are some few tips on how to deal with cringeworthy emotions. Try to put it into context. Imagine times when you've seen other people embarrassed and how little you actually minded about it. Practice that healthy mindfulness, that healthy distance. Examine your own intentions and find out what they were, and find out probably that there was something positive about them. And most importantly, embrace that aspect of yourself that you try to deny, that you try to run away from. And when you do these exercises, I think you're going to find that you don't have to worry so much anymore about cringy memories. Actually, in the short term, you might find that more of them start to surface. And that's fine. That's actually part of the process, because what it means is you now have the tools to heal your own past, and you're actively doing it. These things come up and you practice and you move ahead. So that is not something to be afraid of. It's actually something quite wonderful. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for having a great day, for healing your past, for exploring those cringeworthy moments, to envelop them in a caring environment. And I'll talk to you soon.
A beautiful thought.
Thank you for listening. So, A Beautiful Thought, now approaching 100 episodes. This is like episode 86 or something. So if you go onto the website, beautifulpodcast.com, you can go through all of the previous episodes, have a listen or download them on your podcasting app, and have those wonderful experiences. Maybe even download them twice. Send them as a Christmas gift. Do whatever you want. Play them over loudspeakers and your local commissary. And have a good day.